Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the 49ers will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Western Michigan's offense takes the field. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll give it to him again. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Here's the give off the left side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Buckley. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
And the Broncos are rolling down the field. Running behind that left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tosses it back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Back to throw. It's Wolf. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The 49ers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game day.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go right back to him.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Handoff to the lone back. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
4th down coming up.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
It's simple play, simple gain. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Buckley. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Appalachian State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. 1st down here for the offense. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. He just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Brown will throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after that completion. The give to the tailback. Finding an escape route. Off he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. It's Weber. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to run for it. Strikes the blow. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
First down here for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Buckley. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Back to throw, it's Wolf. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the play on third down. And the 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The run to the left. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Here's the handoff. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Western Michigan.
The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll return it. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in, and he got that something to the run.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The 49ers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gonna run it. It's Buckley. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout. Western Michigan.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll try the run. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Give to the single back. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Wolf. Gets it out quickly. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, or third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it.
Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Reynolds. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They're going to run it to the right. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Brown will throw it. Trying to get to it. He'll try to do it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the 49ers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Buckley. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on 2nd down. motion, trying to get the defense to show his hand. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. And here comes the offense on second down. Oh, he tosses it back. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Runs through a tackle. The Broncos have taken it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Wolf. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to go up top. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts when you're tripped.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The 49ers moving quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Charlotte.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 31 to Western Kentucky. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Behind Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having to lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Wants to throw. It's Wolf. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Norton. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. back to the air one more time. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Brown wants to pass. And it's caught for the late. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation